Hey, gun people. This is an interesting take on police. Things I'm always constantly complaining about. Damn ticket writing cops and out there being tax collectors. So, the LA Times report that police arrests are plummeting across California, fueling alarm and questions. Well, evidently arrests are down, but crime's up. Go figure. You make it to where cops, when they try to do the right thing, they get blamed, they get called racist, the media attacks them, the left attacks them, the agency fires them. It's automatically presumed that the officer is at fault if he deals with a black person. So you finally just get people say, you know what, I'm not going to deal with it. Cops are wising up in that respect. I don't know why cops are doing any contact or any arrests. I'd be like, I don't want to deal with it. You guys aren't going to support us. You think you got all the answers. Left-wing media wants to promote, all black criminals are good people and all cops that try to arrest them are bad. Hey, you know what? Screw you. Now, I'm not saying we don't have a tyrannical government and cops are enforcers, but you need to use common sense, and each individual thing needs to be looked at individually, not as a whole. I mean, I've got a lot of videos to where I agree with the cops and I disagree with the cops. So, they need to be looked at from a education or educational point and not from an emotional point of color, third bathroom, gender, sex, whatever. So, the chief says there's a serious problem nobody can figure out. He wants to know, in California, there's a law that supposedly says there's no quotas. You're not supposed to be able to require cops to write tickets. It's bullshit, and it's violated all the time, and I'm going to get to that in a backup article that I found on this. But anyway, everybody's confused on why this is happening. I'm not confused why it's happening. That's what liberalism does. It empowers evil and criminals. It makes it easier for lawyers to sue good people and good cops and government from crooks and criminal lifestyles and illegals and, what's the term that we need to use for the Muslims now? Radical Islamic terrorists. I think that one's okay. Well, not even that one's okay. Anyway, so it's plummeting across and there's an alarm. Well, California's liberal left, high gun control. They've taken away the ability from citizens to protect themselves. Therefore, crime goes up. Now they attack the cops when they try to arrest criminals. So now the cops aren't arresting criminals. Therefore, crime goes up. Now you have more unarmed citizens, more gun control, more laws, more cops, and more crime. And somehow liberals are confused and can't figure it out. Shocker. So, in this next article, CHP, my favorite ticket writing freaking bullshit agency, CHP imposes ticket quotas, veteran officers tells court. Well, no shit. I've been telling people that for years, that all agencies have ticket quotas. They just don't call them quotas. They call it enforcement contacts, or you need more contacts, or you're not writing the same amount as other people, and you're lower than the average. And then they get the suck-ups who go out there and want to get promoted, so they write twice as many tickets. Therefore, it raises the average. Then the other cops have to keep up with the suck-up. So, let's see. For years, Highway Patrol has been saying they don't have ticket quotas. Now a CHP has testified in court that it's not true. He said their goal for most CHP is 100 contacts a month. And when they say enforcement contacts, they're talking about writing a damn ticket. They're not going to say that, but that's what they mean. If you ain't writing at least 100 tickets a month, you're going to get a bad evaluation. Actually, I think that's kind of low. I thought they were wanting more like 300 a month, because the CHP I know, they want like 10 tickets a shift each time you work. That's less than one ticket an hour, so they figure you got plenty of time to find 10 tickets. So, but anyway, so he's saying the CHP supervisors and commanders are doing it. Of course, the CHP immediately comes back and says, we don't have quotas. Government's never going to admit that they're wrong. Government's always going to protect government. But this guy testified that, hey, it's true. There's another one here, blame the budget. CHP officers issued 200,000 more tickets. This is a 2011 article, I think. And they issued 200,000 more tickets than they did the year before. Gee, isn't that great? We got more tickets. Let's see. What did that raise in revenue? Officers handed out 200,000 more tickets in 2009 than it did in earlier years. Los Angeles says the biggest city's massive budget shortfalls. The increase in CHP tickets produced as much as $50 million over the 2 years for some fines, and fines costed $250. So you got all these CHP officers issuing more tickets, raising more money to help the budget. Meanwhile, they're raising our taxes to pay for more officers because there's so many tickets being written. We need more officers. And the damn Ponzi scheme continues, and the idiots run around and go, we should support police. They have a tough job, and Rick, you can't talk about the police, and they're always right because they're the police. Freaking idiot sheep. Okay, in this one, Los Angeles has paid out roughly $10 million for over ticket quotas in the recent years. So they've been paid out money for having ticket quotas. Again, that $10 million is not coming from any cop's pocket. It's not coming from the government. It's coming from the taxpayers. So let me get this straight. You pay taxes for cops. You pay taxes for more cops because they're writing more tickets. You pay taxes when you pay your tickets. Now you're paying out lawsuits for them having ticket quotas to write more tickets that you're paying for. And people somehow are still running around. Government's good. If we only had more government, we could be safe. Take away guns from people and give it to government because government will keep us safe. We just need more government and more police and more taxes. Where are these freaking people getting their 2 brain cells from? It's just absolutely ridiculous. So on the other thing, Merkel's, with all her immigrants in Germany, is they say we need to learn from each other. She's bringing in more immigrants. I mean, I don't understand. And you know what? The German people deserve what they get, just like America deserves. You vote liberalism in America, and you get a screwed up country. You vote for Merkel in Germany, and guess what? You get your country taken away. Your women are raped. Muslims are coming in left and right, destroying your company, bombing. Terrorist goes up. All this shit, you know what? You get what you vote in. I ain't got no pity for the Germans when they're getting their ass blown up, and I ain't got no pity for Americans when they're losing their kids and people are getting killed left and right. You don't like it? Stop freaking supporting liberalism. Well, let's see. China caught a clue. China finally bans veils and abnormal beards. Well, Rick, not everybody that has a beard shut up, you big dummy. They know damn well that the Muslims and their damn beards and wrapping their heads is the problem. And if China can figure it out, then you'd think other people can figure it out. And the fact that China is having problems and violence issues when they have a tyrannical damn communist government where government runs everything in your life and they can throw you in jail for pretty much anything, and very few people have any rights at all, even in that country with huge government that idiot liberals in America are saying, if we only had more government, we could stop this. In China, where they got nothing but government, they can't control the Muslims. Shocker. Muslims all the way in China, across the world, causing violence, destruction, blowing things up, and you got idiots in America saying, Muslim, that's the religion of peace, Rick. You can't talk about them. Not all Muslims are that way. So they're saying it's blamed on the religious extremists, ethnic separatists. Yeah, whatever. They're playing the same race card. The Muslims are crying. They're picking on us because we're Muslims. They're pulling the same shit. I'm surprised China just don't outlaw it and say knock the shit off. But, you know, they're trying to be more in the world order and try to be more civilized. And we've got to get in touch with our liberal ignorance and embrace stupid people that want to kill us. Unbelievable. So anyway, that's crime, violence, liberalism, liberal views, how the left is destroying the entire freaking world, and how decent people are standing by watching with their scratching their head going, gee, I wonder how this can happen. Meanwhile, they aren't doing a damn thing to fight and stomp out liberalism. All right? We'll end that there.